Listen, boo-boo, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time in this video telling you that you need to be drinking a lot of water to get good skin, because let's face it, you already know those things. So in this video, stick with me because I'm gonna give you actually a lot of additional really good tips of things that you can do at home to make sure that your skin glows. Hey there, it is your girl Kamla-Kay from Kamla-Kay.com. I'm an agency-signed international model and modeling coach for aspiring models. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to make sure that you have really good, clear skin. So whether that's because you really want to become a model and you just are trying to clear up your skin, or just like the average human who wants to have good skin, we are going to talk about this in this video. As promised, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about things such as drinking a lot of water, right? Because we know that you should be doing those things already. But aside from that, you already know that you should also be eating clean, right? So staying away from things such as fatty foods and fried foods, and just eating things in moderation that's going to help regulate your body, right? And give you the proper nutrients, which is what's going to help you prevent all of those breakouts. So we know those two main things. So let's just dive right in to all of the additional tips on getting clear skin that maybe you hadn't thought of. Okay, really quickly before I continue, I want to make sure that you realize that just because you have a breakout here and there, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily doing something wrong. Sometimes we have hormones, sometimes stress factors, sometimes pollutants in the air that you can't really control will affect your skin. So just make sure that yes, if you know you're doing all of these additional things that you should be focusing on, that if you get a breakout here and there, don't freak out. I'm gonna give you some tips on things that you can do to help clear those up if you do have a breakout, but also just making sure that you do things that'll help maintain your skin for the longevity. So one of the things that I love to do at home and I make myself is a bentonite face mask. So there's actually a brand called Aztec Healing, and basically it's natural clay from the earth. And so what I do is I will buy that, and then I add some raw, pure apple cider vinegar to it. Mix that together. You'll know that it's working, it's activating, because the apple cider vinegar will start making the clay mask actually fizzle and bubble up. And when you make this mask, you do want to make sure that you're using a wooden or plastic spoon, not a metal spoon, because that's just going to counteract the benefits of it. So make that clay mask, put it on your face, and you'll feel that it's gonna start tingling a little bit on your face. You're gonna let it sit on your face until it's completely dry, till it starts to crack and shed dust a little bit, and that's when you know that you can rinse off the mask. Tip number 2 on something that I love to use on my face is something called black soap, African black soap. I tend to go to a beauty supply store, usually a black beauty supply store, because they tend to have authentic black soap from Africa. The color of it is black, and when you use this on your face, it's literally made with all natural ingredients, and it really helps to not only prevent the breakouts, but it also helps to clear up some dark spots. If you can't find this at a black beauty store in your neighborhood, you can just go online and order it from vendors that sell these online. And there's also big box stores such as Walmart, for instance, that have also started selling various kinds of black soaps as well. Before I continue, a quick plug. I do have a brand new TikTok page. Make sure that you go check that out, because I do have additional skincare tip videos on there. And for those who are interested in modeling, since I am a modeling coach, I have lots of tips on there about becoming a model. Tip number 3 on how to help clear up your skin at home is to do another mask, and this one is by using some pure aloe vera and honey. So you can go to the grocery store, they sell aloe vera, usually an individual stalk, and you can just basically slice that open, get out essentially the meat of the aloe vera, put that with some honey, blend it up in your blender, and use that and just create a paste that you can put over your face, let it dry, let it really activate into your skin, and then rinse off. Before I continue with these tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, the share button, and leave a comment if you have additional tips on how you've been able to keep your skin clear, or maybe clear up some hyperpigmentation dark spots that you have. Drop them in the comments, because one, I want to learn, and you can also bless somebody else by helping them out with some additional tips if they have skincare issues. So make sure that you do that before you leave this video. Now, this one you may have heard of, but maybe not, but I do want to caution before I tell you that everyone has a different sensitivity level for their skin. So you want to make sure that with any of these things actually in this video, that you always want to test a small area on your face, maybe just down here, just to make sure you're not going to have any allergic reactions. So another product that I love to use to help clear up breakouts that I may have, especially if I just have one random pimple here and there, is tea tree oil. So this is basically an antibacterial. So you put it on your face, especially if you have sensitive skin. You always want to make sure that you mix this with something such as a carrier oil or such as a lotion. Make sure that you keep tea tree oil away from your eyes because it is very strong. But you can basically use the tea tree oil and just spot treat areas that you're having breakouts because it helps to dry out any active pimples that you're having. Cmos, it literally comes from the ocean. You can buy Cmos online, or you can also buy it at a lot of grocery stores that are from the Caribbean. So Cmos is something that you can pretty much just boil in hot water just for a small amount of time and then let it sit in the water until it just forms like a huge gel. And you can also blend it up in a blender, again with a little bit of warm water. Cmos is great because it basically provides this clear gel that you can just rub all over a clean face, let it sit on your face for 20-30 minutes or longer if you want. Again, making sure that you try a small area just to make sure you don't have any interactions with it, but it is known for being really nutrient filled with getting rid of any acne and just preventing any acne or new acne from popping up. My final tip on skincare regimens that you can do, especially things that are more natural based, is something called 100% pure shea butter. Now I know you've heard about shea butter before, but the one that I want you to consider using is the one literally from Africa. It is a pure cocoa butter shea butter, and it basically looks like a really thick yellow or white paste. Now what I do with this is that after I've washed my face for the evening, I will just rub that all over my face. It does get a little oily, greasy. Now I have noticed for myself that when I use this on a consistent basis at night after washing and cleansing my face, that the 100% pure shea butter will help to lighten up those hyperpigmentation dark spots that I have. Again, I buy this from a black beauty supply store that's local, or you can buy this online, but just make sure that you buy the 100% pure one that hasn't been processed and that does not have any additional ingredients in it. All right, so those are my tips on some of the natural things that I do to, one, help clear up my skin if I'm having a breakout, or two, just help maintain my skin if it's already doing pretty well. Hope that those tips helped you. And again, hit the subscribe button, leave some comments, and hit the thumbs up button. So I will see you in my next video. Have a great rest of the week.